Yo, what's up all you gamers and nerds out there? It's your boy, UH24, here with the big review of a game that I was quite interested in, Spiderman Edge of Time. And this is one of the Spider-Man titles that Dionox has released, their second I believe. And it's a quasi follow-up to last year's Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, which I, as a Spider-Man fan, truly enjoyed. But let's break down what the game is all about. As far as the graphics go, I have to say the graphics in this game took a more realistic turn for Spider-Man, and I like it and dislike it because of the fact that Spider-Man is a comic book. The cel-shaded graphics in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions came off pretty well. So, as far as them changing it to realistic, I didn't really see the reason why. But to say that the graphics in the game are bad would be wrong. I can't say that. The graphics in the game are one of its high points. The realisticness of the suit for the Spider-Man and the 2099 model are pretty cool, especially the 2099 because of the little neon effect it has. It's pretty badass. The environments, it's alright. It all takes place in the Alchemax facility, so I wish there was a bit more variety. But what can you say? For story's sake, it had to take place in Alchemax, so I'm not having too much problem with this one for Edge of Time. And as you can see on the cover, while we're moving into the story part, it has Spider-Man and 2099. I don't know if you can really see that, but yeah, Spider-Man 2099 is actually one of my favorite Spider-Man. So it got me pretty excited about the story in this game. And the story is well written. It's written by a comic scribe. I do not know the name off the top of my head, but he has worked in comic books and I'm pretty sure Spider-Man before. So the story is one of the high points, especially because they used the two voices of two previous Spider-Man. If you're a fan, Chris Daniel Barnes from the original Spider-Man 1999 series, I mean, not 1999, Spider-Man that came out and ended around 1999, excuse me, the show starring him, and Josh Keaton from Spectacular Spider-Man. They both do voices in this game. Amazing Spider-Man, Josh Keaton, and 2099, Chris Daniel Barnes. And both of their respective voices are outstanding. And the Spider-Man banter back and forth, Peter Parker being known for his banter, obviously, and the yellow hair with all his shocking this and shocking that, it's pretty cool. And that back and forth future to real life banter is actually something that I look forward to in the game. So I must say, it's one of the points of the game I like. Did like the banter. But yeah. As far as story goes, it's about Spider-Man 2099 helping Spider-Man Amazing in the past stop from dying and find out how this CEO of Alchemax is going back in time to change and cause this quantum time effect, as they call it in the game, to change the future of both Spider-Men for the worse. And the story twists and turns are nothing amazing, but there are a few high points, and I have to say, I enjoyed it. One of the best Spider-Man stories, if not the best story in a Spider-Man game, and it was very original. They borrowed from a lot of time concepts, such as movies Terminator, Time Cop, shit like that, but the overall story for Spider-Man, kinda original in the game, and I have to give them kudos for that. Gameplay is where it can make or break for some people. As me, as a Spider-Man fan, I thought it was, give and take. For every one thing I liked, there was a small thing I didn't like, or maybe a big thing, but it was always give and take. The combat was fun, freeform, not really combo-centric, more of a brawler. And not that that's a bad thing, it was pretty fun, but it was kind of shallow and could get repetitive over time. But if you can avoid stuff like that, then hey, it's a fun game. If you're not so much into having to worry about combos and stuff, then you won't feel put off by this game's combat. But if you're like me, who's a Ninja Gaiden, hack and slash type of guy, that likes a little bit more into his combat, you might feel a little disappointed. But the cool parts of this game kind of make up for that. Especially, a lot of people didn't like the diving scenes from the original Shattered Dimensions. I, on the other hand, thought they were pretty good. So, and when they found out they were adding them to Edge of Time, I thought they were lovely. There might have been a few for other people's taste, but they were good. If you know how to navigate, they're pretty fun. Swooping down and diving to Spider-Man 2099 is pretty badass. So, that's a plus for me. Combat, okay. The set piece is pretty damn good. Boss fights, there are not plenty of them, but the ones that are there are okay. I do like the first one with Amazing Spider-Man and Venom. It's a pretty good boss fight. Stands out to me. The ending boss fight, it's alright. I like how it's a dual boss fight. I don't want to give away the ending, but it's kind of a dual boss fight between both characters. It's pretty cool. And overall, the gameplay is pretty solid. Like I said, enemies can be a bit repetitive. Playing in some of these environments gets a bit repetitive. Like I said, it also takes osmosis. If you can get over that, there's a lot of fun to be had with the game playing Spider-Man at the time. Overall, I have to say that if you're a Spider-Man game fan, excuse me, pick it up. Pick it up. Don't think about it. Just pick it up. If you're on the fence, give it a rent. It's worth a weekend rent. Don't get me wrong. And if you like Spider-Man, it might be worth adding to your collection. But like I said, if you're on the fence, give it a rent, borrow friends, whatever. But if you're a Spider-Man fan, play at the time. Because Beanox is a pretty good Spider-Man developer. I want to give them another chance to take Spider-Man to the next level in their own original, non-movie based title. So, please do. I'd give Spider-Man Edge of Time an 8 out of 10. And just going to give you guys a quick rundown of the games we're going to be playing lately. Going to be some Arkham City going. New DBZ Ultimate Taichi, be expecting reviews from both of those. Uncharted 3 next week. So, it's a happy time for me when it comes to gaming. The reviews will be coming out soon. But, yeah, you guys stay classy. This has been Drew24, aka Toby3000. Thanks for watching. I'm out.